Daniel is definitely visibly more at ease after that.
Mm. Iris is gonna walk up to the two of them and introduce herself as well, while glaring angrily at Is.
Elena glances over at Iris and smiles again and turns and say, I wanted to thank you too, because I did kind of throw us into that whole situation, and I did appreciate it. The Sour Vintage is kind of, it's important, to me at least.
Iris shakes her head and tells Lena she knows what it's like to have a place of importance and says not to worry about it.
Thanks. So she kind of giggles just a little bit, just like one of those light laughs, and says thanks. And then she kind of tilts her head at Iris and then look over her shoulder back to Iz, and then kind of leans forward just a bit and kind of she's kind of like almost trying to peek under Iris' cowl, but she's got this kind of tiny understanding smile on her face, and she's like, you should try not to worry about what he says either. I know that it's a bit, well, let's say I get it. I have a few more scales than you do. And then she kind of leans back and turns to everybody else like she doesn't want to linger on it too long, and sort of looks between everyone and is like, so, do you all want to introduce yourselves as well, or are we ready to go?
Oh my god, get over
it. So what are Nathan and Seth doing right now? That's my main question.
I'm just kind of like standing there in awe. I'm like kind of wondering how I got back to you guys.
My character's doing the patches squat, just looking at the ground, completely uninterested.
And you still have you still look like the same guy, right?
The warrior.
Yeah. What are you introducing yourself as, Seth? Do you have a name?
I have not introduced myself as a warrior.
He's never gonna introduce himself.
Kira's got out a little flip notebook and a quill, and she would like to know your name, Seth.
I stand up and I take a deep breath in, and I say, my name is Atos.
Atos, that's a pretty good name.
I'm never gonna remember this.
Okay. Elena kind of overhears that, but she also kind of... Are we all close? I'm assuming we're all close enough to overhear that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I said it very loudly.
He just screams it.
My name is Atos.
Elena is trying to be polite, so sends him a slightly more skeptical smile, but still goes, nice to meet you. And ignores it.
I wave dismissively at the creature.
The creature? What the fuck? Anyone else have anything they want to do before we start traveling to the temple? No? Everyone's good?
I am good.
Okay. So how long do we want to have?
Did anybody get injured during that, by the way?
Injured? You and Emily both took 7 damage.
Okay. So I want to just take the pouch on my hip and I open it and I grab a couple of berries and I give some to Danira and I take one myself.
Okay.
And I let her know this should help.
Oh,
They're good berries, by the way.
It's a good berry spell.
Yeah, let me
Spell.
I can actually use it here.
You should be able to.
Oh, I thought you were commenting on the taste or quality of the berries.
No,
she's. Alright, I believe you.
Are you just each taking 5? Is that what you're doing, hun?
Yeah.
Okay. So you each heal for 5.
Sweet.
All right. So it's about. Have I said how long it is to the temple? By the way, already.
Like
No.
2 days or 3 days travel or something.
Yeah. Why don't we say? How urgent are you guys? You guys are going pretty quick. Why don't we say like 2.5 days? You guys will get there like at dusk on the 3rd day.
Okay.
So you guys will have 2 nights of camping. Does anyone want to roll a d20?
Heck yeah.
Oh shit.
All right. Give me a second.
First nat one of the campaign.
So this will be on. So you guys travel, you guys left there maybe 2, 3 in the afternoon. You guys can get good like 4, 5, 6 hours of walking in before you go to camp. You guys are headed along your way, and you're maybe like, I don't know, you're far enough from the inn that no one is going to be. It's like 10, 20 miles. And a couple of centaurs step out into the road. Oh yeah, can we talk about the fact that centaurs are apparently a 2x2 creature token, but I've made Zafira a 1x1? I don't know.
We won't talk about it. We're not talking about it. Oh, I don't.
I like how there's a second is just off in the corner. Is duplicated himself.
Oh, I didn't see where the fuck he was.
Can I erase this drawing from earlier?
Trying. I think there's an over here. I'll just delete this. There you go. So 2 centaurs step out into the road, and they demand you guys pay the toll, the road toll.
Excuse me?
Absolutely not. No.
What would you
Alright,
guys like to do? They are each brandishing a pike at the moment, and they're rather large. They seem very burly, but I don't know. What would you guys like to do?
How much is this toll?
5 gold a person. Keep forgetting I put the cap.
Danier's a little hesitant to make a judgment call on this one.
Elena glances at the rest of the group and kind of shuffles forward just a little bit, but she kind of puts her hand on her hip and tries to look as skeptical as possible. And she's kind of gets that little sassy kind of attitude. Yeah, fuck you, Seth. You get to deal with Elena now. You get to deal with Elena now. You thought Osiris was bad? You don't even know. Okay.
they one of the centaurs does the thing they do in like cop shows. They'll like they just kind of like have like a pendant in hand. They flash. They just go like real quick, and they're like, Mitros Road Authority, give us 5 gold each. But they don't show you exactly what's on it.
That's
Danier, actually, she like goes and reaches into her purse, but she notices that nobody else is doing that, and then stops herself. And she's like, "Oh, okay."
How much was it again?
5 gold each.
No.
Elena.
That's Finn
kinda
talking
tries
right
to
there.
talk to them. So, as Elena's doing her little sassy hand on her hip thing, she kind of glances between the 2 of them and then looks around, and she kind of says, "That's a little steep for a road this empty, isn't it? Don't you think you would be better suited to, I don't know, find a main trade thoroughfare?"
I mean, one of them says, "Alright, go ahead and make a persuasion check."
All right, we'll see.
That's okay. One of them does he's like, but I mean, the road to the Sour Vintage is kind of a main thoroughfare, though, and it's.
Are you sure about that? Wouldn't you make more if you were between Mitros and Astoria?
I mean, yeah, I guess, but we. And one of them's like, yeah, but we got chased off, and then the other one kind of elbows him. He's like, no, we got reassigned, is what you mean.
That sounds like poor management.
So I'm gonna step forward, and though I still have my cowl on, I kind of lift it slightly while I look up at them, flashing my snake hair that people behind me can't see, obviously. And I put my hand on my chakram and tell them, "Are you sure to stop us here?"
Make an intimidation check. They see the snake hair and they both kind of do that like nervous horse canter thing.
This is gonna fail. I just know it.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
pretty good.
that's pretty good.
Nice.
Let me see what their stats are. They both kind of glance at each other and they take a couple of steps back. They however do kind of nervously lower their you can tell they're nervous now, but they do kind of nervously lower their halberds at you and kind of insist on paying the toll or find another way to travel.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So I asked them, do they want to die today for this toll?
All right, make another intimidation check. What are you doing, Nathan?
I wanted to hold her back for a second, but like
Jackie, you want to make a? Oh, that was your intimidation check. You can try and hold her back if you want. Why don't you make a performance check, Nathan? And I'll let Jackie do her intimidation check with advantage because you're helping sell it.
Oh, does that mean I should roll again?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my god.
Nathan with the performance check. All right, that's pretty good. I mean, so they both kind of take another like couple steps back, and then so they've still got their halberds lowered at you, but they kind of just like pick them up, and they're like, maybe it's not worth fighting. Maybe it's not worth fighting today.
A wise decision.
And then they say, "Fine, I'll charge you 1 gold each."
I mean, that is significantly lower, but I feel like we could take them.
Elena's just like, okay. Meanders out.
Kira's gonna step up and put her hand on your shoulder and just be like, "It's okay, guys. I got this. And she hands them a small pile of 5 gold or 6 gold to cover you guys.
Kira.
Yeah.
I wanted to fight them.
Well, you tried. Why were you intimidating them?
Because I was hoping it would start combat.
Oh my
You
god!
wanted to intimidate them and kill them.
You know how you start combat? You just start combat, Jackie.
You say, "Are you ready to die today?" and pull out your weapon.
All right.
Everyone's got their swords.
Yeah, I'm fine to just pass these fellows on.
We are in a hurry.
Yeah, it's true.
All right. So you guys.
They move out of the
How
way.
much time it's gonna take to fight them?
Everyone make a perception check.
I have to find fucking perception on my list. Give me a second. Jesus.
Dude, 9.
I got 17.
Nice.
we're like in the forest right now, right?
Yeah, you guys are traveling along the road. To your right is like the tree line with like a forest. You're not like, there are some trees on both sides, but the forest gets thicker to your right. It clears out into like a grasslands on your left. Okay. Thank you for the perception checks. I'm gonna put us back to the map. So you guys are. Oh, excuse me.
Jared, I'm glad I got rid of mine, because
Oh, because Nathan has that.
Raphael has it as well.
Okay. Yeah. It's, what are your class levels again, Nathan? Fighter, Ranger?
I think it's like
Okay.
2-1.
I'm gonna add to my Nathan Rangers. All right. So you guys are now at the eve of your first night of camping. There are definitely some easy to find spots. I won't make you roll to like find camp or anything because there's plenty of like, you know, like you know how you're driving along on the highway and there's like a picnic table there for no reason. That's kind of how this road is. There's like clear campsites that people have been staying at. So you guys find the next one along the road. You guys start setting up camp for the night.
I offer to be on first watch tonight.
I don't
Amelia
even
starts cooking
know.
something.
I don't know how long I have to sleep, actually. I don't know if I have special sleep or if I'm just in normal sleep.
Jared, do you know?
Let me check.
I'm about to look it up. It's okay.
Features. Nymph ancestry. I'm not seeing anything about like elven sleep for nymphs, so I think you just have normal sleep. But feel free to correct me if I'm wrong.
You're probably right. Yeah.
All right, and if you guys want, you guys can. If anyone needs to take a 5-minute break, you can, because I'm gonna pass out some stuff to people, and it'll take me a second to do.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think I do sleep normal. It just doesn't say anything.
I will just message these on Discord.
I'm going to step away for 5 minutes. BRB. Not really 5 minutes, but I'll be back.
Be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really digging the music.
So how was everybody's day, by the way? I don't think I asked.
Fantastic.
Excellent.
Just
Nathan,
playing
you look like you are about to pass the fuck out. Is it that early over on the West Coast?
Yeah, it's 12 p.m. It's pretty early.
Ah, shit, dude.
That's Nathan's classic sitting position. Just lounge the fuck out.
Lounged sideways in my chair.
I mean, you're not a gamer if you're sitting with proper posture, to be honest.
I mean, that's probably accurate.
I was playing WoW last night, and I was just like, every like 10 minutes, I was just screaming posture check to everybody.
Yeah.
How do you whisper to people and stuff again?
You type /whisper and then a space, and you can start typing their name. It'll give you a prompt.
I don't actually know. I've never messed with that chat function like that too much. Okay.
All right. Jackie's still downstairs. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick, and then we'll be good to go.
Okay.
Cool.
I gotta walk around. My legs are falling asleep.
that I'm back, but
Welcome back.
thank.
Jadane and Jackie are still away, I do believe, but they said they'd be right back.
What the f-
Alright, I am back.
Welcome back.
Thanks. Jackie will be up in a moment.
She hates us. It's okay. We knew.
True. How's everyone doing? Nathan, why don't we figure out your character sheet real quick, too? Since we're waiting on Jackie anyway.
What are we trying to figure out?
So I did the same thing for Jackie. Why don't you go to your D&D Beyond character sheet real quick?
Mm-hmm.
And then go to the edit. So I enabled optional class features for your sheet.
Like the builder thing, you mean?
Yeah.
Optional class features or what?
All right. So are you at the like character builder like editing page or whatever?
Yeah.
So go to class and then you should see fighter and ranger.
Mm-hmm.
And you should have two drop down menus that say optional feature manager.
Mm-hmm.
So I enabled both of the fighter ones because there's not really any reason not to enable the ones for fighter. But if you want to click the class features drop down for fighter, you have several extra fighting style options now. If you would like to change your fighting style from archery, you can. But that's up to you. I don't think any of these are particularly archery dependent or anything, but just so you know, I just wanted you to know they were there. If you're talking to us, Blake, we can hear you. Oh,
I'm not.
okay.
I was,
just
yeah.
checking. I'm just checking. I saw your mouth moving, so I wanted to be sure.
No. Jordan. How
Yeah,
Jordane's gonna
yeah, you're
believe
right.
on
You're
my
right. That
mouth
doesn't stop.
No.
Whenever you're done with that, Nathan, if you want to click optional feature manager for Ranger, there are 2 Ranger features that you can take at level 1 instead of the features you have. So there's Deft Explorer, which is a replacement for your forest favored area. It's basically like a more like multi-purpose kind of thing. So if you'd like to take that, you can.
Are you showing him the
Same things I went over with you this morning, yeah. It's Mari, I see her. She's so
She's
cute.
so cute. She the best.
True.
Oh, and she knows it.
And favored foe, when you get to it, the next one is a replacement for favored enemy types that's more versatile. But it's up to you if you want to take that or not.
Mari, stop.
So Jared, what are we to do with these rumors?
I will tell you guys once we start back up. I'll let Nathan finish reading his stuff, then we can start.
Yep.
If you want to just do it later, you can, Nathan. It's up to you.
Yeah, we can go ahead.
Okay. Whatever you end up choosing is fine. Just if you change to either of those, let me know so I can update your character sheet.
Okay.
All right. So it is now late evening of you guys' first night. There are along this road. This road is traveled enough. You guys are kind of traveling. Here, hold on. You guys are traveling like around that rock ridge, kind of, and then kind of parallel to the river, and then up towards the temple. This road is well traveled enough that there are. It's not super populated, but there are along the path. There are some of those kind of like wards that like give like some dim light to the path in the middle of the night. And you guys have found like a nice side area with like a dugout fire pit, a little bit of a clearing. It's within view of the road. So you guys are going to camp here for the night. You guys get a camp set up. You guys get a fire started, and you guys can sit around the fire and chat. I passed out a rumor to each of you. This was something you heard during your time at the Sour Vintage about another character. You don't have to bring them up if you don't want to, if you'd rather keep it to yourself. But if anyone wants to bring up anything for roleplay reasons, now is the time.
So Iris isn't one that would bring up stuff in front of other people, personally.
You're muted, sweetheart.
Okay,
Thanks.
Everybody
probably heard me through his mic though. But anyway, Iris isn't the type to bring up this type of stuff in public around other people. If she were to question somebody about it, she would talk to them personally.
Okay.
She's not going to bring up anything.
Does anyone have a rumor they would like to try and get a solo conversation about? Obviously everyone can listen in, but keep in mind if that does happen and your character wouldn't have heard it, that wouldn't be something you would use as in-character knowledge. Anybody?
I'm not sure if this is something I would even care about.
All right.
As a character.
Blake, why don't you go ahead and go? Because I know you want to.
I don't have a whole lot.
Okay.
I guess I can mention it while I'm cooking.
I mean, you guys can save it for now if you want to think about it. It's up to you. You guys don't have to use them.
I'm just not sure how to make a conversation out of that one. So I'm actually thinking about it.
Anyone else?
I guess for curiosity's
sake, I'm gonna have a solo conversation with Rhaenyra. And I'll just go ahead and
So
I've heard that folks from the east prophets use powdered wyvern bones to get their visions. Is this true?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Sure.
I have.
I've heard prophet folks from the east get their visions from breathing in powdered wyvern bones. Is that true?
Is that what you do? Do you take powdered bone drugs, Emily?
Not where I'm from, personally. But I know it's not unrealistic. I've heard of some pretty outlandish things used to induce such a state, so...
Interesting. So I figured it wasn't something true about you. I was just curious if that was something that was actually happening. Interesting. Thanks.
Yeah.
Atos is gonna regard the wench cooking food.
The witch!
Elena, have you always been a peasant?
Elena is gonna keep cooking food, and she's gonna glance over at him briefly and go, "Yep, pretty much. That's me." And then completely turn back to her food.
Aw, you think she's pleasant? Aw.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
She's gonna poison you. She's cooking your food.
True.
Atos's bowl has slightly less stew than everyone else's.
Yeah, you don't mess with the lunch lady.
And she gives him the leaky cracked bowl that keeps dripping stew on his hand.
I'll thank Elena for preparing food for everybody, also.
Wait, did Jared, did you say pleasant? Seth, did you say peasant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I was just trolling.
It was just messing with
No,
me.
yeah, that's what I thought, but I was just making sure. But I jump in and I say to Elena, well, what does a peasant have to run from?
I
What are
don't.
you running?
I'm not running anywhere. I just.
Well, not right now. You're cooking, but
Duh.
Yeah, that is true. I am cooking.
I was on the run once in the war.
She cracks Raphael this awkward look where she's like, "Okay, you're interesting," and then she turns back to her cooking and kind of digs into it, and she's like, "I'm not running from anything."
Didn't realize this was an interrogation.
Then why did you leave the inn that you were so fond of?
Look, I don't live there.
Kira
I've only
bullied her.
known Bertrand and Gertrude for about 2 weeks or so. They were nice. They let me stay there. I didn't have any money at the time, so they gave me a job, place to stay, food, and I didn't want to be a freeloader, so I knew I had to leave sooner rather than later, even if I was comfortable. And she keeps
Freeloader
going
like
on.
Raphael.
Yep.
Kira's like, you know, that freelooting Raphael's been doing seems pretty easy. Gertrude
Kira,
and
you got
Bertrand are
any
pretty
stories?
thorough about, you know, watching the bar. I don't know how you just hop behind there.
Elena does kind of look at Raphael.
The skills
and,
I learned
after
in the
Kira
war.
mentions that, and she's like, "Yeah, I noticed you the first time, and I told Bertrand and Gertrude, and they said they knew who you were and what you were doing, and to let you take the package that they set out every week."
Preposterous.
Make a wisdom save, Nathan.
I was in the war. I know how to do things.
The war.
Where the frick is Swiss? Oh, there it is. Oh, that's ability check.
Alright, that's fine. Nathan continues to believe in himself. In the sanctity of his own actions and look, 007 James Bond skills he picked up during the war. in caps and italics.
I'm starting to believe the war was all a figment of his imagination.
The world may never know.
Was there a war?
All right. Anyone else have anything to say?
Atos is going to now turn his attention to Iris and ask her why she's here.
I
tell him it's none of his business.
Fair.
Are you always this pleasant?
Do you always call others freaks that are in your group?
Yes.
Yes. At least he's consistent.
It does
Okay,
seem
so
like
it's
a
not
prevailing
personal.
character trait.
Yeah, in that case, I'll probably just keep my little piece of information to myself.
Sounds good. Anyone else have anything?
For now.
Blackmail later.
Fair. All right. If anyone else has anything to say, now's the time because we're
I
gonna
got
go.
more questions.
Ooh, go ahead,
So,
Seth.
Or Atos is going to regard Daria and say, "What brings you here?" Oh wait, not Daria.
Daria. Daria from the show Daria?
Yeah, Daria from Beavis and Butthead.
Pioneer.
That's me.
Daria. So what'd you ask her? I don't even remember the question.
What brings
What
you
brings
here?
I came to find help. The conclave I've been staying at for a couple of weeks. Well, we all know the situation it's in. So that's why I'm.
Elena chimes in and she's like, "Where were you from before? You said if you were there for a couple of weeks. I know that you're a night nymph, right? I don't think I've met one before. I'd heard that they just fall out of the sky.
That's how they're born.
Well,
in a place of bone dust.
we do. If we choose to do so.
So
Elena kind of gets this little wide-eyed look, like, "Oh my god, are you sure you're okay?" Like, that's a bit much.
It was quite an experience.
I'll bet. Oh, food's ready.
traumatic birth. Just fall out of the sky.
I don't even know. I actually I guess meta statement. I don't know if they continue to live in the sky or if they if it was kind of how Elena described it and
The way I understand the lore, and we'll just say that Kira is stepping in and explaining a little bit about nymphobiology here. But
is she one?
no, she's not. But she's
She knows
she knows a lot of things.
At least.
Yeah. But nymphs are kind of romanticized as walking out of whatever element they tree nymphs. They start out as tree spirits, and then they are literally born from a hole in a tree basically. And when they're born, they're basically born as adults. And then eventually, whatever spiritual energy they run on runs out, and they kind of return to that element, basically.
Okay.
So for night nymphs, since it's a bit more general, I would say the only prerequisite would be being born from something of night. You might be you might form in some star beam that's shining into a cave, or step out of the reflection of the moon in a lake or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is
Gotcha.
But yeah.
Everybody's dinners.
All right. Any last questions? Or are we taking watches?
Elena's gonna thank Kira for stepping in and paying the toll with the centaurs as she hands her her bowl.
Yeah.
Kira laughed. She's like, I'm honestly surprised they haven't come and found us yet, because those weren't even gold coins. They were coppers that I made look like gold.
Oh my god. Daenerys wide-eyed, you can do that?
Very crafty. You'll have to teach me that sometime.
We'll see.
Hey, the one that helped us at the Sour Vintage was very nice.
Not all of them, but those two, yes.
I didn't say anything about being nice. I just said they're stupid.
All right. Anything else? So, Seth, what do you do, Seth? What are you doing for the night? Everyone's kind of bedding down. Do you have anywhere you need to like go or do anything or Atos?
A toast.
You're a toast now. Let's go back to the combat encounter. I'd like to kill your character so I can say that one-liner, please. Yeah, because certain magics are wearing off. So is there anything you need to do, Seth, at all?
I'm gonna excuse myself and walk back behind a heavily forested area.
Most of the group is asleep at this point. Who said they were taking first watch?
I'm first watch.
So you see,
I'm gonna watch him.
you see Atos kind of walk off into the trees a little bit.
I
You
will
can't.
do the same thing.
Oh, are you on first watch with her?
I don't know. I mean, I just want to stay up, regardless.
Okay. So you two see Atos walk off into the trees. Everyone else is dead asleep at the moment. What are you guys gonna do? Are you guys just gonna watch him walk into the trees? You're gonna what?
So that they're inclined not to look.
I am.
Oh, forgive me, I missed Drain the Lizard. Okay, so he says that he's gonna use the bathroom, steps off behind a couple of trees. Emily, with your observant trait, I will let you make a perception check, but not Jackie, because Jackie has shown herself to be largely indifferent towards non-sociable towards them, so I don't know if you would be exactly paying attention to them.
Non-social. I'm mad at him. He called me a freak.
Alright, so he does seem a little... How to describe it?
I don't care that he's bringing the lizard. I'm gonna climb up a tree and just check out what's going on.
Do we want to have it be any... It's just me and you right now. Do we have... Is there any kind of... Yeah, I know, sweetheart. I'm in a different chat with Seth.
Oh, he's talking to Seth personally.
Do you... Would there be any visual sign? Does the spell wear off all at once, or do you want it to, like, slowly wear off? Kind of like Polyjuice Potion in Harry Potter.
I think... Let me look at it real quick.
And are you gonna just cast the spell to be Atos again?
Can't hear what he's saying.
Because if you wanna keep the jig up for now, that's fine with me. I don't want to spoil it too early.
Yeah, I would say that it starts to wear off like around the... So that's for an hour, so I say around the 59-minute mark, I feel it start to...
Oh, the spell only
apart.
lasts for an hour?
Yeah.
So have you've just been recasting it
I
then?
think I just recast it.
Gotcha.
At will, yeah.
Gotcha, that's why I forgot about. I thought it was like a 24-hour spell for some reason. Okay.
But I feel it before anything manifests itself.
Gotcha.
So I say that I can just cast it.
Okay. So you're just gonna step behind the tree, cast it real quick, and then step back out?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's
my
fine.
character just like dips out every hour or so.
If someone sees you cast it, they'll know you're casting a spell, and that might make them suspicious. But I will definitely let you cast it as you step behind the tree, and then we'll just have Jackie and Deianira see like nothing, basically.
What the hell? So it's V and S, so that's verbal and
somatic, which means like some kind of hand motion.
Okay.
But if do you want to make a stealth check to me?
Sure.
And that'll help me figure out how much info to give them at all. Okay, that's fine.
Not the greatest.
Not the greatest. I might give them a tiny bit of info, but for now we'll just have the disguise keep going.
Cool.
Okay. All right, we're back.
Jared, I just realized something. I wouldn't be able to see anything anyway. I don't have dark vision.
Wow, that's also true. Emily, do you?
I do.
Seth, your camera's off now, just so you know. So you wouldn't see anything, Jackie, as he steps around the tree. With a 19 perception check and observant. Emily, you hear him say something as he steps around the tree. You're not exactly sure what. But you were you trying to see what he was doing at all, or no?
He has to encourage himself to pee.
Not actively.
Okay.
Come on.
Maybe a minute passes, you hear him go to the bathroom, and then he steps back around the tree, and everything is normal. But yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, I'm going to bid everyone a good night, and I'm going to. Fuck, do I have a bedroll?
None of us have a bedroll, probably.
Oh, why is this?
Oh, I do.
Oh, I do. Okay.
Everyone should have one. It's in like starting equipment, down in loot.
Oh, I gotta pop this out again. That's why.
So I'm just gonna roll out my bedroll, and I pretty much just sleep underneath the covers. I
Gotcha.
completely burrowed in the bedroll.
Like it's
over your head and everything.
Burritos himself.
Oh my
My goodness.
He looks like a large slug.
Yeah.
As Raphael wakes up to take his shift for the night, and he kind of glances around behind the fire, like the lights kind of like blocking it a little bit, but he thinks he sees this giant black slug just laying there. Then he's like, "Oh shit, that's just a bedroll." Okay. So first night passes pretty uneventfully. You guys take your watches. This area by the road is pretty calm, so you guys don't hear too much aside from, animals in the forest and all that kind of jazz. So it is now.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I don't know if anything like really happens from this, but I just want to pray for a little bit before I go to sleep.
Okay, sounds good.
Jared, should we be taking a short rest or anything?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Short?
Yep, short rest.
Is it a new day?
Yes, it is.
Wait. How do I know which dice to roll?
If you go to utility on your bar, short rest is on there, and it'll let you pick the dice that you roll when you do that.
Oh, okay. There's only one option.
Yeah.
Is new day?
Yes.
It is. Okay.
That doesn't really matter too much for you guys right now, unless you get like a magic item that says recharge at start of day.
Okay.
Good naps, everybody.
Very cool.
Oh, yes.
All right. So you guys pack up for the morning. Kira's nice and peppy. You guys wake up. She's already up, sitting on her little desk, like writing and stuff.
Is she doing yoga?
She's not doing yoga. But yeah. So you guys head out for the next day. Who wants to roll today's encounter die? A D20. Someone aside from Seth. There we go.
You don't want me rolling it?
Yes, that's gonna get another 1. Alright, so you guys head out for the day. Today's gonna be the last day of travel. Well, I mean, you guys will have some travel tomorrow, but towards the end of the day you'll get to the temple. So you guys travel along. You guys kind of break past the forest line. It's a little more like hilly, rocky area to your right now. Not quite as much forested area. Absolutely gorgeous day out. Kind of windy, but over towards one of the foothills, you guys can see a black kind of statue. Or at least it looks like a statue from this distance. It's maybe like half a mile off of the side of the road over towards like the base of one of the foothills. You guys want to continue on, or you guys want to approach it?
We must investigate, claims Atos.
Don't we need to get to the temple ASAP
though?
I mean, it's like right over there. You guys can keep going if you want. It's up to you.
I'm in favor of that.
It is close enough that a few of you could go investigate and the others could just keep walking. Does anyone want to just keep going?
Splitting up gives me PTSD from Steph's campaign.
You guys will be in view of each other. This isn't a dungeon.
Split up. Time to pick them off.
I'm attached.
An adult black dragon attacks. An adult black 2nd edition dragon attacks, where his breath attack deals negative levels to you if you fail your save. Yeah, if anyone didn't know that, by the way, if you fail your save, you just lose levels. You lose EXP.
I would be so fucking...
It's like a death spiral too, because once you fail, you're more likely to fail in the future, and then he just fucking, they were good kind of bullshit. But yeah, so who approaches the statue?
Atos does.
I'll go.
Okay, anyone else?
I'm gonna make the executive decision to let Dayanara pick. So I go wherever she goes since I'm here to help her.
Correct. If Dayanara stops, I'll be stopping with her.
I will not be stopping.
Okay, so you guys continue on down the trail. You guys are gonna gain. They'll catch up eventually. They're both fit. But you guys are gonna get about a mile down the road while Raphael and Atos stop to take a look at this black statue. As you guys approach this, you guys can see that it is like a statue of like a hand. It's like kind of oddly elongated. Nathan, you would have seen these before. You both would know that these are things that are kind of just dotted around the landscape. It's kind of like moss covered. It's like a hand that's like sticking up out of the ground, like kind of like this. It's like moss covered, and the stone is like kind of like a darkish, like a real dark gray. And these are things that are kind of dotted around the landscape. They're like old relics. They're typically referred to as like the hands of Kentamane. Like in the old like lore, there was like Thylia, the goddess Thylia, who gave up her body to make the continent of Thylia, and then there was like her husband Kentamane, basically like Kentamane of the 100 hands or something like that. But these are like statues that are kind of like dotted across the continent. You guys have both seen them before. And it's kind of like a gnarled hand sticking out of the ground. Do you guys want to do anything with it, or you just want to take a look at it, or
give it a high five?
Atos feels the sudden need to prostrate himself before the hand.
like laying completely flat down on the ground, or like bowing?
He bows down.
Okay. I was like, he's just planking.
So Atos bows before the hand.
And
okay. As he does that, his shape kind of changes. It kind of like glitches out.
Oh yeah.
And he mentions offhandedly to Raphael, Atos says, "Have you ever crossed the gods?"
Have you, Nathan?
I wouldn't want to be alone with Atos.
Bowing
before this thing and asking me if I've crossed the gods.
Have I ever crossed the gods?
Yeah.
No. I didn't know what you meant, but I think I know what you meant now. But as he like asks me the question, I like walk up to it and I like put my hand to like its palm or whatever, like very gently.
Nothing happens, but stone does feel like it feels like warm in the summer sun, and then like the parts with the moss are cool, but nothing happens of note. But you would feel a slight feeling, as someone who worships like Thylia in general, you would feel a slight sense of like reverence, as this is like something related to Thylia. Anything else you guys want to do?
I will leave an arrow and a ration.
Okay.
By the statue.
Sounds good. So it's kind of like covered in like dirt and like rocks and stuff, but there's like a small flat rock at the base of the hand where people have probably put offerings before, so you can kind of clear that off and then place like an arrow on top of the food ration, leave that there as like an offering to the gods. And I will give you +5 temporary HP for that.
Whoa.
Seth, anything you want to do?
Nice.
Song's really good.
Okay, so I'm gonna let my disguise fade, and I'm just covered in the rags like my token looks, and I'm going to mumble incoherently while I draw a bunch of. So I take out a dagger and I draw a bunch of designs and hieroglyphs in the dirt. And then I'm going to leave 10 gold.
Okay.
On the offering.
Big spender.
What?
So
Raphael just not noticing.
Yeah. How do you react, Nathan? So you've got this big.
Much...
Go ahead. Sorry.
I would say I'm pretty much like not phased.
Gotcha. But yeah, so just to describe it a little bit, so there is this big kind of like muscled, like leather strapped, like barbarian almost, like he's like 90% torso, like 5% legs, 5% arms. But his form just kind of melts away a little bit. And you're left with just like a kind of hunched, normal-sized man, like in rags with like a hood drawn over his face. And Seth, I will give you in offering to Kentamane, I will give you 1 ethereal spell slot. So I'm gonna give you a spell slot that you can use one time only. Like you can cash in. It's like a Kentamane token. You get a 10th Kentamane token, Seth.
Dope.
So you've got one spell. You can cast a spell using that spell slot one time, and then it'll be gone.
Okay.
You get 1 free trip to the K-hole.
Yes. You cash in your tokens for 1 stretchy hand that sticks to walls.
Like those ones you put 25 cents in. It's like the little
Yeah.
hand that you would.
So when you made your offering, Nathan, you felt like reverence and stuff. But when he makes his offering, the hand kind of glows with these like purplish blackish runes that kind of like there's no trace of them on the surface, but the light seems to come from within the hand almost, and you can see like a small part of that like purple glowish energy gets like siphoned off into him. But you guys can go ahead and if you're unfazed, Nathan, you guys can go ahead and head back to the main group.
He's just that hardened by the war.
At first I thought he was like a god that I didn't know about or something. But now that he's like drawing power from it, I'm like kind of concerned.
Jared, look at
I
Nova.
mean, like, I take like a wide
He
wide
likes your
berth
water.
around the runes, and I like walk up to Iz, and I kind of just like poke him.
So what happens, Seth? You offer any kind of explanation?
Yeah, so I'll say, not what you imagined, is it, friend?
I wonder what a frail creature is doing drawing from Thylia herself.
This is out of character. Jared, would I know that would I correct him that I draw power from Thylia, or?
You with your past, you would know the difference between Thylia and Kentamane. You would identify as a servant of Kentamane, not as a servant of Thylia. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
What was your question, Nathan? I'm sorry.
What is a frail creature doing drawing power from Thylia?
From the turbulent beginnings of a nation in the grips of demonic occupation to the endgame of a questionable savior on one last nationwide conquer the world tour, Pathfinder.
Do you need help, Seth?
No.
Just let people do pretty much everything.
It is not Thylia.
How does a single leader bring a nation forward?
It is he of the 100 hands.
Malevolence brought on by this demonic horde spitting out of a giant villain womb after the safeguards are switched off. Pathfinder, just due to its name, is about you.
Jared,
forging
what is
your own.
the
Let's find out if it did a very good job. This
like
game
religion
is from
called
Outcat
again? I
Games.
forget.
It's for $49.99
Where it's like
and
the
should be
old
out
gods.
pretty much
It's like
before a
isn't
few hits. Gather your shorties.
isn't there like a religion or something?
So the gods that are in the world right now are the two titans, which a lot of the Sylvan species worship, and then there's the 5 new gods, who are like the gods of like the human peoples who came and fought the titans. And then before all of them, there was Thylia, who gave her body to create the worlds, who was the mother of the titans, and there was Kentamane, her husband, of the 100 Hands. And I don't know if there's a specific name for that religion, but you are a prescriber of like worshiping Thylia and the World Tree.
Okay. Okay, that's what I was looking for. The World Tree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops.
So, so you consider yourself like in league with like the World Tree, or is like, because I don't know much about the religion, so like, but I follow it.
I think that Kentamane isn't someone who's usually actively worshipped, but being Thylia's husband, I think you would have reverence for him as well.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else either you want to do?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I am going to say, oh, did you buy a new mouse?
Yeah, finally. I needed
Cool.
one.
So I'm going to say a couple words, and I'm going to transform back into Atos.
Okay. So the muscled guy kind of fades back into existence, layering himself over the robed guy. You do get the feeling that the robed guy is his true form, though, Nathan. So you guys head back to the main group.
Yeah, I pat him on his Death Star delts and I crack the party.
Alright, so you guys head back to the main party. Kira kind of glances over at you guys and kind of smiles a little knowingly. But other than that, you guys can continue on your way for the day. Travel is mostly uneventful. You guys are getting close to the Temple of the Oracle. Starts to tick down towards the nighttime. Does anyone have anything else they want to do today? Emily or Jackie or Blake?
No.
Nope.
Think I'm good.
Okay. Throughout the day, Kira kind of fills you guys' travel with like songs and poems and lots of jokes. She kind of like circles around the group a lot. She seems very, very restless all the time for the most part. To be honest, after you guys talk a little bit, none of you were entirely sure that you saw her sleep. But you know, that could just be how she is. So you guys continue on your way. It is now evening of the second night. You guys will get there. You guys made good pace today. So you guys will probably get there maybe around 2 or 3 tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
Anything you guys want to do for the evening before you take watches?
So is there like a fire setup and stuff, or is like the moon out or anything?
It is a. You guys are kind of like it's more of a plain, and there's like hills off to the right, and then it kind of like slopes downhill. Like picture the Sound of Music, where she's like, that's what it looks like. There's like hill to your right, towards your left, it just continues downhill. You can see far off into the distance. Completely clear night. The moon is out. What would you guys like to do?
So I take like one of my hand axes and I use like the bottom of the blade and I start like carving into my bow. The words, "Aim this side towards the enemy."
Yeah.
Nathan starts carving some hot rod flames into the side. He's drawing a pinup girl on the side like it's like an airplane. It's funny. Anyone else?
Elena cooks dinner.
Nice.
Yeah, same shit. I'll just
Kira actually offers to cook tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
So
The trap.
I have double forage. Can we have a special dinner tonight?
Yeah, sure. Kira will cook. She's fine cooking.
Okay.
So she kind of whips together all these different ingredients you guys hand her. She's cooking on a pot over the fire. You guys have like a little like stand set up that Bertrand and Gertrude sent you off with. Like it's not a terribly big pot, but it's enough to feed you guys for now.
Can I give her some good berries for dessert?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And then she passes up bowls to everyone.
I would like to ask Kira where she's from.
She says that she was born in Mitros, but she hasn't been there in a while. She tends to just travel a lot, so she kind of considers herself from everywhere at this point.
That's nice.
Yeah. Everyone's eating their food?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do not eat food.
Making me
worries,
worries though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone who tried the food make a con save.
Are you
kidding?
Make a con save.
Oh. At least the good berries will help. Maybe.
Alright, so you guys managed to stomach it. You swear to God you handed her the exact same shit that you cooked last night, Elena, in all the exact same order. But like, this is terrible. This is just the worst stew you've ever had. And you guys have all been traveling. Like Nathan eats fucking, I don't know, Nathan eats twigs for dinner sometimes when he doesn't have food. Nathan eats dirt, and this is bad. This is not good.
Animals of stepped on because they remind me of the taste.
Kira doesn't seem phased by it at all. She's like ecstatic. She's like eating a second bowl already, and you guys are all like on your first bowl, and you've all had like 3 spoonfuls. And the meat is like chewy, and like you don't know why. And you didn't even give her meat. How did this get in here? But yeah, so you guys rolled well enough that I will still give you guys the nutritional value of the meal, but it was not pleasant. In the future, I would suggest Elena cook.
Elena casually mentions that she's not the greatest at wilderness things, but she has a lot of experience cooking, and she really doesn't mind doing so in the future. It's just probably something she's more comfortable with.
and Kira's writing down everything she put in there. Like, she's like, I was thinking about writing a cookbook, to be honest. And she's like getting a recipe together and everything. And this is the first. I'll let you guys know, this is the first one to exist in this universe. But she is doing the thing where the recipe sites have like a whole story leading up to the fucking recipe.
Oh my god, yeah.
She's writing a clickbait cookbook.
Oh god.
But yeah, so night passes uneventfully aside from that. Why don't you guys roll one last encounter die for tonight and tomorrow morning?
I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
D20.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second.
11 again. Null. So let me think for a sec. Nothing happens, but I'll give you guys a cutscene. So let's
You can roll cutscenes? Whoa!
well, it was something I was thinking about that I wanted to give you guys earlier that I forgot about, and I can't think of an encounter, so I'm gonna do this instead. So let's we're gonna zoom out to the world map real quick. I don't know if I've shown you guys the world map before. You guys are like here. We'll use Kira, like Jackie said for now. You guys are like here, heading towards the temple. We're gonna zoom out, and we're gonna head out into I can't remember exactly which section it is, but somewhere out in the Forgotten Sea. We're gonna pan out over the ocean, and it was clear for you guys, but the further you go out over the ocean, the deeper the clouds go, and the more thunder and lightning you see. And eventually you zoom in on a large, massive cerulean tower. And we're going to zoom into the top of this, where there's a massive balcony, and the entire area is storm torn, and it's just like lightning and thunder and rain everywhere. But as you go over the edge of the balcony, like magically, it's kind of protected, and there's no rain or thunder or lightning inside, and it's all quiet. But you guys can see the god Sidon standing over a table, like leaning. He's got his hands like flat on the table. He's kind of like hunched over it at the moment. And on the table in front of him are a bunch of a small pile of the stone tablets that you guys found. Obviously these ones are whole, but there's a bunch of stone tablets that he's kind of like just messing with. He's like flipping them around his fingers. And behind him, like everything in here is like super beautifully wrought too. Like super, what's the word? Not exquisite. Lavish, I guess is the word. He's dressed in like silks, and he's got, Sidon has a third eye in the middle of his forehead and like a great head of white hair. Like he looks like Jackie's dad, except minus the beard. He doesn't have a beard. But
I can't imagine what my dad looks like.
I know, I can't either. I've never seen him without facial hair. Let's hope he never has to have like face surgery or something. They make him shave.
I wouldn't do it. I'd rather die.
But behind him, there is like a rotating kind of like, I don't know, I want to say spindling, but that's not the right word. Like there's like fragments, like large fragments of glass that are kind of like twirling in the air, floating behind him over a pedestal. And these fragments of glass start to swirl a little faster, and then they kind of just coalesce and they form like a flat mirror and kind of combine. And it looks like a large mirror shard, like maybe the size of like a torso. And Sidon kind of turns toward it, and you can see the face of Lutheria, his sister wife. I'd like to clarify that because that's how this story is. His sister wife Lutheria, her face is there in the mirror, and she speaks to him, and she says, "I have the spirit of that boar spirit here now. It didn't seem to do quite as much as you'd hoped it would do." And Sidon kind of says, honestly, the mortals are going to learn to fear us again. My powers aren't back at their full strength just yet, but these talismans, and he holds up like one of like the little things that was stuck in the boar's head that you think was either controlling it or driving it crazy. He's like, it was more powerful than I expected. It was harder to control the boar than I thought. But they're going to learn to fear us again. The Oath of Peace is almost over. And he kind of turns, and there's like a large like clock on the side of the wall, on like the wall to the side, and it's ticking down. I don't know exactly how long is left of the Oath of Peace, so I'm not going to say that because I want to give you guys wrong information. But that's something I'll have to decide later, I guess. But yeah, very foreboding. But you guys are going to learn to fear them at some point. So yeah, that's the cutscene I'll give you guys for now, I guess.
Sweet.
Cool.
And it is the next morning. Does anyone want to do anything this morning on your way to the temple?
Go ahead.
After last night's horrendous food, I take a little bit of time this morning to go out and scavenge for some breakfast for everybody.
I'll join her.
Okay.
For that sweet, sweet double forage.
Pog. So you guys managed to find plenty in this area. This hilly area actually has quite a few berry bushes, so you guys managed to scavenge up quite a bit for breakfast. You guys don't let Kira cook, even though she offers. Anything else you guys want to do?
Don't have to cook these berries, Kira. They're edible on their own.
She's like, what if we mixed them into the stew from last night?
I'm sure there's lots of leftovers.
You guys can see where you poured out the stew. There's like black stains, like the boar the boar that died and was corrupted and shit. It's like the same as that.
Did he sanctify?
Like acid being poured on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you guys can, I guess, just head out to get to the Oracle's Temple. Is there anything you guys would like to do as you're approaching the area?
I'm just keeping an eye out for any danger as we go forward.
Okay.
Elena
go ahead.
is gonna turn to Daenerys as they're walking, and since we're getting closer, what can you tell us about the temple itself? You've lived there, right? So.
Yes, I did stay there for a short time. I don't know.
So she could tell you that the way you enter the temple is there's like a large like you know how in Minecraft that, like, what would it be called? It's like a large long hole in the ground, crevice.
Crevasse?
Yeah, I guess so.
Canyon?
It's almost like a it's like a small canyon that you enter. There are stairs leading down, and a ravine.
Yeah.
Thank you. There's stairs that lean down on one side that lead down into the ravine. There's like a small river that flows down there too. And then like this is why it's not typically sieged, because it's pretty defensible being down in the ravine. But the temple itself is set and carved into the side of the ravine itself at the bottom. And there's usually like 10 to 12 acolytes living there, and then there's like a lower floor below it where the Oracle lives. But you've only been down there a couple times, because typically you would be upstairs, and the Oracle wouldn't allow like visitors and whatever. So
Elena kind of nods and kind of frowns off to one side, and it's like, guess it'd be kind of easy if there was just a back door, huh?
Yeah. Unfortunately, not a back door that you would know of.
She's then gonna perk up again and ask, did you see how many people were sieging the temple before you escaped? Or did you know anything about the siege itself?
Yeah, I'll let you
I'm
answer.
sorry.
It's okay. No,
I'm
it's okay.
In
No,
character,
it's
I have to
totally
ask
fine.
you.
Yes, I understand.
You're not exactly sure. You would guess at least 10 to 15 people. It wouldn't take too much to overwhelm the few guards that the Oracle's Temple has, because the Oracle, being, the daughter of a god, is, typically you wouldn't want to siege there because that's a bad idea to piss off a god. But you would think probably like 10 to 15 people at least.
Is there any information I can give about like what actually happened, like the method of, I guess, what they were doing?
Yeah, sure. So there is a stairway leading out of both sides. So you managed to escape up one side of the ravine, luckily, as the soldiers were coming down the other side. But when they arrived, they didn't seem to be flying any specific banner that you saw at the time. But they didn't kill anyone, as far as you can tell, but they did immediately start like binding people when they got down there, and imprisoning like other acolytes and guards.
Gotcha.
So you don't know if everyone is unharmed, but you can guess that they are.
Elena perks up again.
Gotcha.
She like claps her hands, like, okay, sounds like we have an idea then. What do you say we go find the acolytes first, and then they can help us find the Oracle?
I suppose that could work. I guess it depends on who we find first. I kind of want to say that the Oracle might be priority, but I don't know, that would be kind of fucked up a little bit.
Well,
The
obviously.
trolley problem.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, I guess. I'm kind of having a hard time imagining what's gonna happen down there, but
Overhearing this conversation, Iris chimes in. We should definitely get the other acolytes released first. Otherwise, I think it'll be too difficult to take on the amount of people there.
Not to mention that if we don't find them first, they could use them as leverage against us and the Oracle. If they're still
That's-
there, I'd imagine that's why they're still there.
very true. Nice practical way of
Plus, they can help us
Oh.
after we get them out, and then we outnumber everyone.
sounds good. Great. Let's do it.
In case you hadn't figured it out, Elena has been trying to figure out a way to cheat.
Give me one sec. I didn't realize that this map had vision on it, so gotta fix people's
I'm gonna get a
shit.
drink real quick while you're doing that.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
There we go. Everyone should
I'm
shoot.
gonna use the rest. Really.
Yep. Jared, do you want to let everybody take like a 5-minute break?
Sounds good.
Jared, do you think I should get Nova some kind of like water bowl to put up on areas so she stops drinking my water? You're
That's
muted.
like to find water.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know if that's what she's doing, but like they have water down there and she drinks out of that bowl, but when I have a glass of water up on the table or something, she prefers it.
My aunt's cat does the same thing, but my aunt drinks tea instead, so the cat will drink tea out of her glass.
That's funny. My mom's cat used to drink her coffee.
Oh god, I can't imagine a caffeinated cat
Right?
like bouncing off the walls.
Jared, what do you think about this? Since it looks kind of decorative, it won't look so odd on like the end table. Okay. Do you like that color or the one of the other colors? Okay. I'll just get one for now and see if she likes it. If she does like it, I'll get another one for downstairs.
Hello, I'm back.
Hello, welcome back to the experience. The experience of Kira's cooking.
Oh boy.
We could use our cooking to set a trap for the invaders.
Guess.
Oh my god, we should have kept the stew. If it causes acid damage, we
I'm
got
sure
a
she
weapon.
can remake it.
Yeah.
I mean, we could just go in there and tell them we're bringing them rations.
They might kill us for finding them.
That's true.
Why would they listen to us? Why would they listen to us when we're trying to kill them? We have to kill them. No, we just have to kill everybody.
Just accidentally drop the rations and run away when they notice us.
Just throw the food at them.
I like this music.
Yeah, this is gorgeous. Why? I said, oh. I don't. It's okay, baby.
Jared, how do you bring up that ready check thing?
I'm kind of curious how Jared rewrote all our rumors.
Same.
'Cause I
Did he
don't imagine-
rewrite them?
I'm pretty sure he did, because like the way mine reads, it doesn't sound like I listed off a rumor. It sounds like he thought about what someone in a bar would say about that
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm kind of curious as to how he rewrote each of ours.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would love to know, actually.
Is everyone back? Aside from
It
Blake?
looks like it.
I'm here. I clicked it. What the fuck?
Oh,
Yeah,
whoops,
you're
I
not
don't-
at your PC, you bastard. How dare you?
I'm always here and ready with my headset on.
Uh-huh.
Don't
Never
worry.
leaves.
I like the polo shirt and shorts, Blake.
Thank you.
Very fashionable.
Of course. I'm only wear the hottest couture fashion.
Alrighty.
I see Luna.
So it begins.
Mom number 2 says hi, Luna.
She don't care.
She says I'll chew on my foot for you.
Seth, does Soul drink out of y'all's water glasses too?
No.
Nova does that with me. Nathan said his was it your aunt?
Yeah.
Your aunt's cat drinks her tea.
My parents' cats do that. Like, my parents just have a designated glass on their end table on the couch for the cat to drink out of. Soul drinks out of the dog's water bowl.
Gotcha.
Crap.
And your beer, so yeah.
That too, yeah.
Alright. How much more do you guys want to do today?
I'm good for another half hour, so.
Yeah, we can go till well, 4 my time.
Okay.
Yay.
Alright, so you guys arrive at the temple. I've got your tokens here, but we will say that currently you guys are at the top of the, what? Hello?
I like this map.
Well, I gotta reload my page. It's not letting me move the map anymore for some reason.
The water is pretty.
So you guys are at the top of the stairs leading down into the ravine. What would you guys like to do?
I did not miss this place.
I want to pull out my pan flute and play a haunting song.
A haunting melody.
Beautiful.
Anything else you guys want to do?
I lean down by the water and wash my face.
Okay. Anything else? Are you guys just
Elena
gonna enter
kind
the
of
area,
glance-
or?
Elena kind of glances around at everybody, and she had a finger up in the air and was about to open her mouth, heard the pan flute go off, saw Eris start washing her face, and just kind of finger went down for a second, and she looks at fucking Athos, and then kind of nods towards the temple at him. She's like, "Want to try to get the jump on a guy? I've got an idea."
With the pan flute going on, I don't know.
So are there people nearby? Sorry if I missed it.
So you guys can see, 4 soldiers patrolling down near the front.
I like how they just popped out.
The fuck?
Oh,
Why is every? I don't know. It's just
It's
I
not
understand.
suicide.
I understand why the pillars are all individual light blocking things, but it just seems annoying. All right. Anyways,
I'm going to cast Minor Illusion. What's the range of this bitch? 30 feet. That sucks. Is it just 4 guards?
that you can see.
a little disclaimer there.
You might be bluffing that it's just that we can see, and there's only 4 guards because it's like 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. Okay.
the guards are busy doing payroll for the week.
Right. I'm going to cast Minor Illusion of a scream from across the river.
Okay. Do you want to ping where over there?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I know there's not really much place for you guys to go, but are you guys just kind of hidden somewhere over here?
I mean, we could be around this corner.
That's true. Do you guys? Why don't you guys all make a stealth check actually first, just to
Okay.
see?
We have disadvantage because of the pan flute.
No, I will give you guys normal stealth rolls.
2.
Oh
I'm
man,
scoffing
guys.
on in there.
All right, 3 out of the 5 of you passed, luckily. Both so Atos gets a little bit less because he casts the spell, and then Daenerys kind of almost wipes out a little bit coming down the stairs. But you guys manage to stay pretty stealthy. You guys kind of sneak off to the side over here behind these pillars. And there is now a kind of like a screaming noise that the guards hear. So the guards are gonna do their coordinated dance. It is the stream is it will be difficult terrain, but the stream is low enough that you can just walk through it. Like it goes up to your knees, basically.
I'm going to elbow Elena in the ribs and say, "Help me out here.
What do you want me to do about it?
Make another illusion."
Fuck. So she like glances around the pillars, like looking her hands up, thinking, and then she flicks her hands in her usual casting, and casts Minor Illusion, and it's 30 feet, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And she repeats the scream, calling for help, I'm drowning, behind this rock. What do you want from me?
Anything else?
Did they move, Jared?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading something about this chapter. My bad. What did I miss?
Blake cast Minor Illusion here with somebody screaming, saying, "Help, I'm drowning."
Make a deception check.
Okay.
Or Arcana.
Deception's better than Arcana, so
Okay. Alright,
it's
so
where it is.
10, I'll have this guy move up here. At this point, I'd like you all to make another stealth check.
Why did that guy move? Aren't these guys closer?
Hmm?
So he cast it down here.
Oh, I thought I saw someone ping up here.
That's where Seth put his. I put mine
Oh,
down
okay.
here.
I'll have him go this way then.
So are these two just not going to move?
They are guarding the entrance at the moment.
How deep is this stream?
It comes about up to your knee. One thing to note about this area is that there are, down in this ravine, there are, it's like also kind of like a hot springs area. So, the stream is warm, and, anytime that you cross it, you have to make a dexterity check because there are like little geysers that can pop up and deal a bit of damage to you.
We're not going over the stream,
I-
are we?
Just letting you know.
Okay.
But at this point, the guards are going to notice you guys because I don't think those rolls were quite enough. 10, 10, and 7. So I'd like everyone to roll initiative. Is everyone where they'd like to be for the start combat?
I had a 19 bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me find us some better music.
Epic battle music.
I probably played this one before, but whatever.
You should do Legend of Legaia battle music.
Mhm.
I'm serious.
Oh man. All right. Is it playing? Hello?
I don't hear anything.
Yeah, it's just very light.
Yeah, it's like super quiet.
Play a different one.
Gaia music.
All right, well, at least this is hearable.
Yeah.
All right. So let me there. All right, everyone. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't add the encounter. Now everyone can roll initiative.
What?
Where's
Oh.
the? Where is the roll initiative button in the encounter again?
You'll have to right-click on yourself and then click the little battle icon on the bottom right to add you to the...
Oh, okay.
Also, Jackie and Emily, I would say you guys are back at full health at this point.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot to sleep the second night. Which is probably why I'm like this.
Who is missing here?
Nathan and Kira,
There you go.
technically.
I
Technically,
believe.
she probably won't help us.
No, she's got her desk set up right now.
Her desk.
Wait, I rolled.
Let's roll again.
Yeah.
What did you get for a roll?
21.6 total. 0.16, I mean.
Yeah.
Am I not able to change your fucking shit? Oh, update combatant. There we go. 21. Okay, cool. Alright, so Emily goes first.
Alright.
Probably get through like one round of combat and stop.
Oh lordy. What is happening? Oh, okay. Okay, let me see. I forgot what I fucking prepared, so I'm just gonna do this real fast. I will start with the... I will cast Bless. Okay. Up to 3. I will choose Elena, Iris, and Raphael.
I am blessed.
You are blessed. Whenever you make an attack roll or a saving throw, you can roll a d4 and add the number to the rolled attack or saving throw.
Okay.
That's it. I'm gonna stay where I am.
Oh.
Oh wait, should I have to end my turn?
There should be a button. Actually, no, wait. You're good. It's Nathan's turn now.
Okay.
It was just an issue with the thing. Don't worry about it. Oh, nope, you don't have it.
So, I yell, on the other side of death, or on the other side of fear lies glory. And I charge in. And I swing with my halberd.
Uh, 12. 12 does not hit.
Can I use the bless?
Yeah, go ahead. That is not enough to hit.
Okay.
Sneak attacks don't work if you shout sneak attack. All right.
Almost a critical hit.
All right. So. Oh, because I didn't click begin combat.
Good job.
Aha. All right, Seth's turn. My bad.
Alright. Where is he? He's just sitting there meowing at the door. The door that's open. It's like he can't pass. There's a force field.
You shall not pass.
Hello, Mr. Kidder. Okay. Atos is going to grab a cat.
Aww.
Atos is going to cast Dissonant Whispers on that one.
Okay.
If I cast it.
He's so chill.
Discordant melody. The only one creature can hear. Makes a wisdom save. 3d6. Move away. Okay. Oops. The one next to Nathan, right?
Yeah.
Alright, he fails. Damage. Wait, excuse me. Is it 46?
Is it 46?
Takes 3d6 damage.
I don't know why it rolled a 46.
Yeah, that's what I'm fucking wondering. Well, I'll just get rid of the...
Cast it as a second level spell or higher, it decreases by 1d6 for each level above the first.
Oh, yeah, Warlocks don't really have a choice of what they cast it at.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
it's a
I didn't
second level
realize.
spell right now.
Gotcha. Okay. So 15 damage. So Seth points, Atos points his finger at this soldier who just blocked this halberd and is getting ready to strike back at Raphael, and he points at him, and the soldier drops his halberd and his shield and kind of clasps his ears to his head, and screams and falls over dead.
Jesus. That one shot.
Is the one with 0 health still in here? No, it is not. Alright, there we go. And now it is this one's turn. So this is the one that spotted you guys. He is going to run across... Wait, how far can they move? Oh yeah, speed 0 feet. I don't think that's correct. I'm just going to give them 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And this is rough, like, difficult terrain.
That is true. So...
Didn't you say something
1,
about
2...
damage earlier?
The dex save.
I'll have him wade across here, and then I'll have him make a dex save.
I thought you said wait across. You said wade, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said wait.
Okay.
Do it. Hello. Normal. Because I didn't have him selected. So he's gonna make a nat 20, and I'm actually gonna, as a reward for that, I'm gonna let him move close enough to hit Nathan. You see this soldier sprint across this small stream, and like a small geyser shoots up, but it like kind of hits him in the back and propels him forward. He just kind of like rocket boosts out of the water, comes to attack Nathan. So he's gonna go ahead and make a javelin attack against Nathan. No, I'm sorry. He's got a short sword. Short sword. What's your AC, Nathan?
14.
Okay, so he misses. He misses. Unfortunate. Yeah. Oh well. Jack's turn.
Alright.
He was just disoriented from the rocket jump.
Yeah, true.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to apply poison to my chakrams. And I am going to use my action to attack.
Hit
Hit or miss?
That misses.
So I grab my chakram and I lift it up, ready to throw, and right as I throw it, I get distracted by some of the geysers shooting out of the water, and I just whiff it.
Rip. Luckily, not nat 1, so it boomerangs back into your hand. Elena's turn.
You were also blessed, right?
You were blessed if you want to try rolling for it.
True. Okay, hold on.
So that
So I
one,
can just roll again.
it's
Yeah,
a
1d4.
you roll a 1d4,
1d4.
and you can add it to the attack.
Is this 1d4? Yeah. No, it's 1d6.
It's the little triangle dice down the bottom. That's not enough to hit. Sorry, hon.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, the epic fails.
Elena's gonna do her casual, damn it, curse just a little bit. Look how Nathan's in the middle of the fight, or Raphael's in the middle of the fight, and look at the guy, and take a quick look around. And then she's gonna move.
Nathan's blow got blocked earlier, but Nathan now thinks that he hit that guy's shield so hard he killed him because he doesn't realize that Seth cast a spell.
The reverberation just melted him.
15, 20, 25, I
Mhm.
think? Right?
Yep.
Okay. So she's gonna run up behind this guy and flick her fingers again to cast Shocking Grasp on him. And she's across from him, so she has advantage, right?
If it's a melee spell attack, yeah, sure. I'll give you advantage on that.
It's
You don't think of a sorcerer getting that?
wow,
Oh my
it doesn't
god.
really help, but I'm
No,
gonna use
that
I'm gonna use
misses.
the bless. 15.
Still misses. Sorry, but
Okay.
that
Elena
was
kinda-
unfortunate.
she hops into the water and basically almost face plants trying to touch him, and just kind of reaches straight past him and just like, hi.
All right, Soldier 2. He's gonna move up and make a short sword attack against Nathan. That's not enough to hit.
It's okay.
Not everybody's missing.
Yeah, what the fuck? It's steamy and kind of low visibility here. That's all.
That's true.
Oof.
Oh, that hits.
That's the guy across the way. Where do you
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
You're right.
He's hitting
One,
us from over there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he doesn't have enough to get over there anyway.
You did the rough terrain and the decks.
The deck save I didn't do. Nat 20. Let's go. Rocket jump. Alright, so he fails it, so he's gonna take 1d6 of fire damage. As he gets kind of blasted and scalded on his arm.
You're wearing armor during all that too. That can't be nice
Alright,
to walk through.
damage for the sword attack. 3 damage to Nathan.
Oof.
Alright. Do you guys want to do one more round of combat?
Yeah.
Okay. At round end, as the river has been disturbed a few times, at the 2 places where it was crossed. Hold on, move you out of the way for a sec. Two small steam elementals are going to join the battle.
Oh.
Are they neutral? Friendly? Enemies? What?
They are neutral, but they'll attack whatever's closest because their stream has been disturbed. All right, Daenerys' turn.
All right. Let's see. Okay, I will go ahead and if I do this, okay, wait. Oh, did I do something? Fuck. Never mind. I don't know if my, okay, wait, my cursor just shows. Targeting this one, I'm gonna go ahead and fucking learn how to read. Guiding bolt.
Which one? The closest one to you?
Yes.
Okay. Go and roll damage.
Actually, you know, I'm gonna do the one that's already a little bit hit. That seems
Or
like a
roll
smarter
to attack,
idea.
I mean.
Okay.
Not roll damage.
Yeah. Let's see. Fuck.
14 is not enough to hit.
Okay, that's fine.
Are you blessed as well? No, it's just 3 other
I'm
people,
not.
right? Okay.
Yeah, I did not bless myself. I think I could have, but
Okay.
I didn't. Okay, I see.
Okay, well that's it for your turn then, I guess. Unless you have a bonus action.
I do not.
Okay. Raphael's turn.
So I strike this injured one, or I attempt to strike with my halberd again.
1d4 is not enough to get you there, so any bonus actions?
Yeah. I angrily wind up for another attack.
Wind up.
With my action surge.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Alright, his turn. Or Atos' turn. Meaningless witticisms. If you are killed, you will die.
Whoa.
Okay. Atos is going to raise his claw hand of a claw sort of thing in the air. And he's going to mutter, and a giant fist is going to, or a giant hand like the statue is going to come out and smack, or try to smack that one creature, that one guard.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to attack.
What? Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Oof.
1d4 is not enough to get you there.
Is fists himself instead.
Alright, fair.
Jesus.
Soldier. Soldier's gonna go ahead and attack. It's gonna attack Elena.
Yay! My AC's 15.
God damn it. Alright, Jackie's turn, I guess.
I guess.
I guess.
I am going. Jared, I don't see that that thing we picked out earlier with the hunter's mark type stuff.
Favored foe? It should be there. It should be under features.
I don't see it. Yeah, it's not there.
Alright, I'll have to fix your sheet later, I guess. But it's just an extra 1d4 damage, so.
Oh yeah, what race are these guys so I can discriminate against them?
they're human. They're
Hello.
humans. I'm not displaying the proper amount of racism right now. But it'll be an extra 1d4 damage, but you can only mark one creature.
I'm not gonna use it.
Oh,
I
okay.
just wanted to know where it was. Anyway, so I'm going to attack the one closest to me.
Okay. Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Alright, that's enough to hit. There you go. Go and roll damage. And then, he'll need to make a con
What do I
save.
need to do for the poison? What is it, 1d something?
He fails, so it's an extra 2d8 damage.
How do I do it for the situational bonus? Is it plus 2d8?
I'll take it. I'll get it. He
you're
takes
doing
he
it?
takes an extra 3 damage. So then you can roll your damage for your chakrams. That's actually enough to kill him.
Okay, and then I have my bonus action for my other chakram,
Okay.
which is still poisoned, by the way. If you're allowing me to do that.
The other one is still poisoned, yes. The first one is not.
Okay. That's to this one right here. What is his on save or whatever it is?
Which one?
Only one left. Wait, no, he's not.
There
the
are two
whatever.
left.
Are you gonna do the save?
He saves.
Okay.
Yeah. Did the attack hit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, it did, yeah. So it is, I will say that your other Trockum's not poisoned anymore, though.
No, it's not because it hit.
Yeah, okay.
And that's 4 damage to him.
Okay.
Alright, that's the end of my turn.
And he's gonna mutter to herself a little bit. She's gonna turn to the pile of steam that just rose up beside her and try and stick her hand in it.
This sounds like a wonderful idea.
Electrify the water that you're standing in.
8.
What are you attacking, the method?
Yeah. 12 in total.
Yo, hello?
Hello.
Is it because I'm in full screen or some shit? Hello?
By the way, Blake,
Mhm.
the way you're playing your character reminds me of your
Alright, I'll
character
go
from
fucking find it then.
Pathfinder Kingmaker.
Really?
Yeah.
That is enough to hit.
Yay! It's 4 lightning damage.
Okay.
I'm fighting a cloud. This is what I'm doing now. Great life choices.
There we go. Alright, who's dead soldier? Steam method. Oh, what? Excuse me. Oh, that's fine. So it's gonna slash at you with its misty claws.
That's the other one.
Oh, I'm sorry. This one is gonna go ahead and hit
He
the.
just wants to kill
It's
you.
gonna try to hit the soldier.
I'm sick of Blake's shit.
What? What did I do?
This
I'm
one
sorry.
misses, so soldier's turn. Is this one's turn? He's gonna attack the short sword. He misses. Alright. This has been a fucking combat.
Just a whole bunch of
This one is going to attack Elena.
That nails me in the face.
Okay. You take 8 damage.
Oof. Second, I'm trying to get to the applied damage. There we go.
Okay. This one's gonna attack Nathan. It's actually gonna hit him. It's gonna deal 7 damage to you, Nathan.
Okay.
And then it's Daenerys' turn again.
Right? Shit. Okay, I'm gonna try to do the same thing on this guy that's hurt.
Okay.
I will guiding bolt him. Okay, there we go. Alright,
That misses.
sure does. Alright, that's my turn.
You didn't snort enough wyvern bones today?
I did not. I should have.
Okay, I swing my halberd at this badly injured soldier.
Roll your 1d4. That's enough to hit. 16 is their AC.
Gracias.
Go ahead and roll damage. I thought it was a 0. All right, 10 damage. So this guy's kaput.
Kaput.
Gets absorbed by the steam mill fight next to him.
And then I look angrily at the other soldier.
All right, sounds good.
Nathan's like Terminator.
Atos is going to raise a muscled forearm to the sky. And he's going to say, Ade Due Dumbledore. Okay, I'll just blast.
18 hits. You're still rolling these privately, by the way, Seth.
I know. I will do
9 damage to the to what? What are you hitting?
the one below Raphael.
Oops.
No one will be able to see Seth's true strength.
All
Jared.
right, Jackie's turn.
So I'm gonna use a bonus action to reapply my poison. I am going to use my chakram again. That's what I do.
You can roll your 1d4. You get 2 or higher. All right, that
Nope.
first attack misses. Are you hitting the last soldier?
Yeah, but that's all I can do because
Oh, you used the bonus
I
action.
used a
That's
bonus
right. That's right.
action.
Okay, Elena's kind of nursing her arm for a second, so she is actually. Let me double check that I read this right, real quick. Sorry.
I did not click there.
So Elena is actually going to take the dodge action. So any attack roll has disadvantage until her next turn.
Okay.
What's wrong? Break out of spell slots?
Huh? She's a third down after getting slapped one and has an out of spell slot. But this is kind of an Elena thing.
All
I
right.
kind of like it, to be honest.
All right. Mephit's gonna try to hit Nathan with claws. Misses, right? What's your AC?
14.
Oh, that hits. 7 damage, Nathan.
Raphael's getting torn up.
Hell yeah.
He's gonna try to hit the steam method that just barged into the battle. He's panicking a little bit. He's a little low right now. Okay. This one's gonna try to hit Elena. Disadvantage. Misses. And now is Emily's turn again.
All right. Oh lordy.
Lordy, lordy. Guess who's turning 40-40? Blinded.
Okay, let's see. Jesus Christ, do I even bother? I think I do. No, I actually don't. I will just. I'll whip out my crossbow. Or at that point.
You can do it.
You attack this near death guy that's below.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Thank
Nice, that
God.
hits.
Goodness gracious.
Nice, that kills him.
Great.
Alright.
Daria.
Hmm?
I call her Daria.
Oh my god.
Alright, do you guys want to stop here for now? Now that we killed
Is
the
this the end of
soldiers.
the battle or the methods still?
Well, we can
going
finish.
for us?
We can finish fighting the methods if you guys want to. Up to you guys.
Leave the steam methods alone.
Let's just finish the fight and then go, I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how I feel about it, but
Yeah, sure.
there's just
Makes
two
the most
left.
sense. Yeah.
Gotcha. Alright,
So good
Raphael's
as
turn.
far
Yes, it is my turn.
Game's paused.
Jared.
Oh, my bad.
River crack.
Okay, I swing my halberd once again.
Jared, that miss is correct.
Yes.
What does a 10 hit?
10.
No.
No.
Your turn.
Okay, and then I
A 10
use
hits.
my-
I'm sorry. A 10 hits. Go ahead and roll damage, Nathan. My bad. I forgot you guys weren't fighting the soldiers anymore.
And then I use my second wind.
Okay. You can go ahead and take your turn while he does that, Seth.
Alright. I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast on the steam method in the river.
Okay.
And I... Oh, I didn't mean to roll with advantage. That was the wrong button. So that's 5. So that'd be...
You can just
Nine.
you can just roll it again if you want.
Okay.
Hit every confidence you'd hit.
Okay. Yeah. That misses.
Oh, it misses.
Oh. What'd you roll? 12? No, that
I rolled a
hits.
12.
I'm.
You're still thinking of soldiers, huh?
Yes, I am for some damn reason. Your turn, Jackie.
Alright, so I'm gonna use my main hand.
Their AC is 10.
Thank you.
That hits.
This one I believe still has poison on it. Correct? Or is it the offhand that doesn't have poison?
We can just say that one of them. It doesn't. I'm not gonna keep track of which one.
Okay.
He fails the save, so he'll take 2d8 damage. So he takes 9, and then how much did your thing deal?
8.
Okay, so this one's dead.
Okay, and then I'm gonna use my offhand. Yeah. Wait. Whoa.
What?
I don't know, it like redid my turn.
Sorry. Oh.
Yeah.
Poisoning a cloud. So that's gonna. It's gonna make it save now, right?
No, this one's not poison.
Oh, okay.
I know one of them wasn't still.
Gotcha.
So I'll end my turn there.
Okay.
Elena sees the chakram fly by and slice the cloud in half. And she's like, thank you! And then runs down to... Can I go here without getting attacked?
Where?
Bottom end.
Yeah, you can.
I think
As long as you
move
don't.
out of their range.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Mhm.
Okay.
She's gonna go up behind the other one to put it between the two of them to do the let me grab you in the back strat.
Grabbing a cloud. The hits. Almost there. Gets one last turn. Oh wait. Also, Blake.
Yeah.
Make a dexterity saving
Oh
throw.
yeah.
Because steam methods explode when they die.
Oh okay.
Oh!
You
no.
fail,
Oh
so
wait,
you take.
I was taking the
Eleanor's done
dodge
for.
action,
Oh yeah, you were.
so I get advantage on dex saves.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll roll again. I
Still
still
fail.
Yep.
So you take 4 fire damage.
Okay. I'll just do it manually.
Yeah.
There we go.
And then
Like how you
Thanked me after I made it explode on you.
gonna attack Nathan. It misses, so go ahead and finish it off, guys.
So they're both gonna take damage.
Yup. If they fail the dex save.
Oh, okay. Although I do think they get the bless for that as well, right?
Yeah, you can use it on saving throws.
I'm out of spell slots.
Oh, would you have avoided that 4 damage then? Because you rolled a 9.
I don't think so, but I can add a d4 if you want.
Well, you rolled a 9. The DC's 10. So
Oh, hey.
so you pass. So you take no damage. You can have that 4 health
okay.
back.
Yay!
Okay, cool.
Woo. Emily with the saves.
True facts.
We're just gonna go at.
That hits. Roll damage. I think it dies no matter what. I don't think you can roll low enough.
Don't challenge me.
Alright, both of you make a dex save. One d4 can't get you out of that, Nathan. So Nathan takes 4 fire damage from the scalding explosion as it dies.
Ooh.
Oh well.
We did it!
You did. You guys survived the combat encounter. I'm so proud of you guys.
Iris, I'm gonna need all of your good berries.
Alright.
I walk over to Raphael and hand him 10 good berries.
I stick one in my pocket for later.
You'll need it probably because you're on the front line.
Alright. Everyone good to stop here for the week?
Yeah, I think that was a good stopping place.
Yeah.
Alright. That was good. Let me end combat. There we go. Alright. Any questions or homework things for me that I need to add to the list?
Better
We need
battle
to do my
music.
familiar.
What's that?
We
Seth?
need to do my familiar.
Yeah, we do need to do familiar. That's a good point.
I'll watch the VOD and see if anything else come up,
Okay.
and I'll type it in.
Yeah, I'll
Whatever.
make a new thread and you can go ahead and post whatever you want in that one for next week's. Alright,
I
cool.
like you having these session threads, by the way. It's helpful to
Yeah, it really is.
separate it from everything else.
It keeps it a little more organized, so. Alright. I'm gonna get off. But thank you guys for playing. That was fun.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
guys.
thanks.
Peace out, guys.
GG's. Bye, guys.
Good day, guys. Bye.
Bye.